Respect, reject corruption, gambling, and all other dangers to the sport, and use basketball to make a better world. This is our game. Play it straight.
Hindi aabot ang data. Nice!
Don't worry. Be only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now.
No worries, dahil only ang saya will TNT Saya All. May only FB, only IG, only Messenger, only TikTok, only ML, only Chikahan, plus data for all apps and sites. Sulit talaga, kaya lipat at load na sa TNT.
We started ang family business talaga namin. Talaga sari-sari store ang negosyo namin. So sa sari-sari store namin, same building, meron kaming on the side na dress shop. Yan ang sabi ni Mama. Dress shop, hindi pa to sports. I mean, nagagawa lang kami, nagre-repair lang kami ng mga damit. From there, may pumunta sa kanyang friend or client na nagpagawa ng parang how many pieces of t-shirts. So from there, yung makina niya, kaya naman gawin yung shirt, doon na nag-start yung paggawa niya ng uniforms. Kung paano yung sinimulan ni Mama, siguro yun pa rin naman yung nararamdaman namin. Pero in a different perspective na. Talagang pag nanood ngayon tayo ng TV, when we watch yung different sports, kunyari nanood tayo ng basketball, makikita natin yung PBA. Pag nanood tayo ng volleyball, makikita natin yung LGR. Iba na yung pakiramdam na yung brand is overall, nakikita na lahat.
Enjoy high-speed internet with one of Smart's best ever promos. Whether you need big data on a budget or worry-free Unli internet, get these Smart Wi-Fi promos today.
And good morning. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, all fans all over the globe, and welcome to another Saturday filled of basketball action here in the Pinoyliga Collegiate Cup. My name is Kiko Malikdem along with Justin Alfonso, and later we'll be talking to Bianca Tagarda as we bring you this Saturday of a quadruple header matchup for this quarterfinals. Justin, good morning. And this promises to be a good Saturday.
Good morning, Kiko. Yeah, it's going to be really exciting. We've got some teams that have the advantage, some teams that are winning to get another game. So, exciting tong araw na to, and excited na ako makita maglaban tong mga koponan.
And of course, we're talking about this quarterfinals as we take a look at the games for today. Nadito ang first game, that would be MAPUA and ADAMSON, and later at 1, we have the UP Team 1 going up against the Benil Blazers. Well, in the 3 o'clock matchup will be the UP Team 2 going up against the NU Bulldogs. And later at the nightcap will be the USC Growling Tigers going up against the JRU Heavy Bombers. And that leads us, ladies and gentlemen, to this matchup, this first game matchup, ladies and gentlemen. But before anything else, we'll check kung ano ba yung storya ng quarterfinals. Paano ba napunta? Ano-ano ba yung mga teams na pumasok sa quarterfinals, Justin?
So as we can see for Group Prime, the teams that qualified was UP Fighting Maroons Team 1, the JRU Heavy Bombers, the USD Growling Tigers, and the Benil Blazers. And para naman dito sa Group Edge, it's the UP Team 2, MAPUA Cardinals, ADAMSON Soaring Falcons, and the NU Bulldogs. All 8 teams really strong. They have really good young talent and even experienced talent. So that just shows why they got to the next round, and that's why they're the final 8 teams here in the Pinoyliga Collegiate Cup.
And for sure, sabik na lahat ng mga basketball fans because of course when we say collegiate basketball, tutok na tutok, and that leads us to the updated bracket for this season 4 of Pinoyliga Collegiate Cup. On one bracket, we do have the UP Team 1 going up against Benil, and then the JRU Heavy Bombers and USD Growling Tigers. Take note, for there is a twice to beat advantage para sa UP Team 1 and JRU Heavy Bombers. So if ever they lose this game, there will be another match tomorrow. And so is sa kabilang bracket, we have UP Team 2 having a twice to beat advantage, and so is MAPUA Cardinals in their matchup in the quarterfinals. And that leads us, ladies and gentlemen, to this game, the first game. Ang ADAMSON and MAPUA Cardinals made the best offense win. Bakit nga bang made the best offense wins, Justin?
We both know both of these teams have really good talent, plus they have really good coaches. So alam naman natin in college basketball, the defensive discipline is always going to be there. So it's all about going to be who's going to get the offense going, who's going to get the rhythm early, and who's going to stick with that system throughout the whole game.
So tingnan naman natin yung mga games ng mga teams in their previous matchup. Itong MAPUA, they won 87-82 over Guangming Flying Dragons. And in that game, ano bang naging storya for that?
As we can see here, they won the rebounding battle by only 2 points. So against ADAMSON, they have to really win or even dominate at the rebounding category, especially MAPUA. They're really tough. They're really physical. They're going to go get second chance opportunities if they can. So for MAPUA, they really need to get those rebounds, control the boards early and throughout the whole game.
And of course, dun sa MAPUA naman, pupunta naman tayo dun sa nangyari sa previous matchup. Pero bago yan, pupunta tayo dun sa last game. This was the play-in group ng laban ng ADAMSON Falcons against EAC Generals. What happened there, Justin?
As you can see, they dominated the boards. So that's why we said MAPUA needs to control the boards, because ADAMSON can really dominate the boards. And as we can see here too in the blocks and also in the steals, they lost by 1, but having 7 steals in one game, that's pretty decent. So that's something that ADAMSON should try to go and get, being in the passing lanes, getting extra possessions, getting to the fast break early. So, ADAMSON has a lot of weapons to really dominate this game. So let's see if they could go to those weapons and start early.
So titignan naman natin yung naging matchup nila nung elimination round. Ito yung result ng elimination round. It was MAPUA winning over ADAMSON Falcons 73-64. What was the story in this game?
And as you can see, MAPUA shot almost 50%. Above 50% from the three-point line. So that's something MAPUA could go to early in the game, is get your 3 points going early, get some shots up, and then you could look inside. Also, as you can see, they lost the rebounding battle by 9 rebounds. So let's see how that will make a difference in today's game, as ADAMSON knows that coming into this game. They won the rebounding battle, but they lost the game. So let's see how they're going to adjust, and let's see what the coaches will do here in this game.
And of course, in every story, may mga heroes yan. May mga player matchup, may mga bida na maglalaban. And this player matchup is between JC Recto and Cedric Manzano. JC Recto in their last game finished with 17 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, while for Cedric Manzano, almost a double-double performance, 16 points and 7 rebounds. Now, let's go to the MAPUA Cardinals naman. For MAPUA Cardinals, what are the players to watch out? Sino ba yung mga dapat na magiging katulong ni JC Recto?
Kilala naman natin ang mga talents ng MAPUA like Clint Escamis, Cyril Gonzalez. People are saying Cyril Gonzalez is next up when Clint Escamis moves on to the pro level like we all know he would. So let's see how Cyril Gonzalez can contribute to this squad kasi alam naman natin Adamson's gonna have focus on Mr. Clint Escamis. So let's see how other players will create and help out on the offense and defensive end. And for the keys to winning, like we said earlier, don't let Adamson control the paint and the boards early.
Correct.
If they get inside to Cedric Manzano early and he gets rhythm because he has a great low post game. So if Cedric Manzano gets going early, he has confidence, that's going to be really hard for MAPUA to control. And another thing too is get everybody involved. If you get everybody involved, it opens up everything else for everyone. And also defensive intensity is the biggest key. Alam natin to, win or go home, ito para kay Adamson. So they're going to go all in. So their defensive intensity is going to be up there. So MAPUA needs to either match it or even go above that defensive intensity.
And that is the story nga dahil may twice to beat ang MAPUA. So tignan naman natin yung Adamson Falcons. Yung mga sinasabi nga natin, Cedric Manzano is the face of Adamson right now. Siyempre na dyan din yung rookie nila na si John Earl Medina, also Lorenzo Competente and Ray Allen Torres. But for Adamson to win this game, what should they do?
Like we said, control the boards. I think that's going to be one of the biggest keys for both of these teams. And Alison Gaye. Alison Gaye has no matchup on the opposing team. So kung ma-involve nila si Alison Gaye early in the game, he gets touches, he gets boards, that's going to be good for Adamson. And don't let MAPUA get any confidence.
Definitely.
Kasi kung MAPUA makuha nila yung kumpiyansa nila maaga sa game, mahirap na yan. So Adamson really needs to start early, get things going early, and do the early work. They're gonna get some good stuff done here in this game.
So punta naman natin ang third person sa panel natin na si Bianca Tagarda na may balita on both squads. Bianca, good morning.
Good morning, Kiko and Justin. And the weather is such a rainy weather, pero the atmosphere here in the quarterfinals is just good for summer. But for the MAPUA Cardinals, may twice to beat advantage. Gaya nga ng sabi ninyo, consistency is the key. And they aim to play good basketball for the whole 40 minutes, even if they are quite outnumbered for this match. While for the ADAMSON Soaring Falcons naman, well, we all know that they want to prove themselves that they are more than just a contender for this match. So let's see on how they will be able to soar like Falcons in this morning. Kiko and Justin?
Alright, bago ka namin pakawalan, Bianca, no, magkakaroon tayo ng prediction. Sino ba ang hula mong manalo for this game? Bawal lang gitna ha?
Yes, Kiko and Justin, for this game, I'd go with the ADAMSON Soaring Falcons, knowing na they are well rested for this game and also they have prepared really much for this game, and we all know yung system nitong ni Coach Nash.
Thank you so much, Bianca, for that input. Ikaw naman, Justin, bago natin simulan ng game, sino sa tingin mo mananalo?
Alam mo, Kiko, I'm gonna go ahead and go with Adamson. I'm a big fan of Coach Racela and what he does with his squad, so I'm gonna go ahead and pick Adamson for this one.
For me naman, if you pick Adamson, pati si Bianca, I'll be picking MAPUA simply because they want to end it right now. Siyempre, once they end it right now, hindi na sila mag-iisip ng other games except for the semifinals.
Right.
So, ladies and gentlemen, abangan natin. Sino ba mananalo? MAPUA Cardinals or Adamson Falcons? Let's turn it over to the venue announcer for the introduction of the starting five.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome here at ENDERUN Gymnasium, Taguig City. And this is the quarterfinals match between the MAPUA Cardinals going up against the ADAMSON Soaring Falcons. Live on official Facebook and YouTube channel, Pinoyliga Cup. This is Pinoyliga Collegiate Cup Season 4. And now let's meet the starters, beginning with the MAPUA Cardinals. Starting at guard, number 26, Ivan Lazarte. Young guard, number 0, Clint Escamis. Playing at center, number 40, Joe Gulapa. At forward, number 34, Young Concepcion. And the honor for number 86, Cyrus Nitura. The head coach of MAPUA Cardinals is Randy Alcantara. And now here are the starters for the ADAMSON Soaring Falcons. Starting at guard, number 30, Kate Ronsone. The honor guard, number 21, John Medina. Playing at center, number 52, Alasan Gaye. At forward, number 17, Lorenzo Competente. And the honor forward, number 10, Cedric Manzano. The head coach of ADAMSON Soaring Falcons is Nash Rosella. Officials, crew chief, Jan Lasigues. Umpire 1, Raymond Llantada. And umpire 2, Romulo Buenavista Jr.
And ladies and gentlemen, here are the starters: Lazarte, Escamis, Gulapa, Concepcion, and Netura. Well, for the Falcons, we have Ronzoni, Medina, Gaye, Competente, and Manzano. What can you say about the starters for both squads?
But both coaches putting their strong five in the game right away. So that just shows already yung intention ng both coaches natin dito, that they're trying to win this basketball game. Because it's all about, for me in basketball, it's all about how you start and how you play the third quarter. So let's see how both of these squads start, and let's see kung ano yung intensity level of both teams.
So tignan natin, but of course, according to Bianca kanina, medyo undermanned ang MAPUA ngayon. So tignan natin if it will take in effect later in the game. Kasi before, if I could remember yung next man cup, MAPUA was undermanned against LaSalle. And it went against them during the closing stretch kasi they were forced to play with only 4 players.
Oh, that's tough. You know, when you only have 4 players and you go play against LaSalle,
Yes.
medyo mahirap talaga yan.
Oo, so tignan natin if that will have a big difference here or tatapusin na ba talaga nila. And of course, first basket for ADAMSON. So they have the lead, and we are almost 1 minute gone by dito sa first quarter. Escamis, point of contact si Escamis, and of course the attention is on Escamis, and Netura takes advantage of that, drilling that 3-point shot.
A good start here for both squads. ADAMSON, pinush nila agad yung bola to a fast break, and ito naman si MAPUA. They're getting their 3-point shots early in the game, so those are the things that we talked about in our pre-game. So let's see if they can keep it up. Both of these teams having a fairly decent start here.
And of course, here comes Netura with the basketball. Netura naghanap ng papasahan, gets it to Gulapa. Gulapa, not his area of responsibility. Binigay ngayon kay Clint. Escamis gets it to Joe. Joe, basket, no good. Nagtapi ka ng bola, won by Earl Medina, and here comes Ronzone. Ronzone with the basketball. He gets it through Manzano. Manzano all the way, no good. Gaye with a board, and there was a foul on number 26. That was on Ivan Lazarte.
Alam mo, Kiko, nakakatakot makita mo. Nag-drive si Manzano, tapos yung nakakuha ng rebound, si Gaye.
Oh.
That's a tough day for the MAPUA big men. So, seeing that kind of action from ADAMSON early, they should try to go to that, try to play through, you know, Medina and Gaye early, and let's see if they can get it going, because yun, pag yung dalawang yun, nakakuha ng kumpiyansa, medyo mahihirapan ang MAPUA doon.
Yes, and of course, sabi nga natin, ang naramdam ko talaga dito, magpapalitan si Gulapa and De Los Reyes sa slot man. E tignan natin kung meron pa silang ibang slot man na nire-reserva, because as far as I know, si Edward Ryan yung nag-iisa pang slot man eh. So, I think that MAPUA will rely more on their perimeter. But here comes Gaye! Layup! No! That's a gimme! If you were, you know, you've been playing pro ball. So, usually, nangyayari ba yun sa'yo na parang gimme nagmimintes?
Alam mo, nangyayari naman talaga. To the best of us, nangyayari talaga.
Yes.
Yun. And, you know,
Ano reaction ng coach mo sa'yo?
ayun, yung ginawa ni Coach Lasera, lalabas rin ako nun kung nangyari yun.
So the score is 7-42 as we see Clint Escamis. Oh, look at the ball movement. Yam Concepcion drives. Oh, and one against a taller lineup ng ADAMSON. Sumalaksak sa loob si Yam Concepcion.
And that's the kind of fearlessness that you want to have when you drive to the lane. Especially look at Yam Concepcion. He's not the most physical, quote-unquote buff dude on the court. Pero fearless siya. And that's what you want to see from a young guard like Yam Concepcion.
Si Yam Concepcion failed to complete that three-point play opportunity, but they do have the possession once again. At ito, libreng-libre. One more chance, no good. Rebound ni Cedric Manzano. Tama na daw. Here comes Ronzone. Ronzone, nagmamadali. Binigay kay Earl Medina. Medina binigay kay Tumaning. Competente, he can hit it from there. Thinking three, decide not to take that shot. Ronzone has it. Kate, pinasa. Three-point shot. Oh my! Added arsenal for Cedric Manzano.
That's a nice looking shot there from Cedric Manzano. If he can hit that consistently, he's going to have a lot of phone calls at the next level because he's a big man that has a low post game. Tapos i-add mo pa yung three-point shooting na yan, that's going to be a scary sight here for Adamson.
And of course, there's a big difference na ngayon yung naglalaro ng outside shoot. Yung may naglalaro, the ability to shoot from the outside, big man, plus na yun.
Plus na yun.
At naubusan ng shot clock ang MAPUA. Great defense from Adamson.
And that's what we like to see from Adamson early in the game is getting good defensive stops. And one thing I noticed too, even though MAPUA hit a three early in the game, parang yun na lang yung okay sa kanilang i-give up. Like as long as you can test the three, you get the rebound, that's fine with them. And I like how Adamson too is moving that basketball. Nag-swing to the left side, swung back to the right side to a penetration layup. That's good basketball from Adamson.
And right now, Adamson is on top by 2. Nagmintis si Clint. I've noticed Clint has been taking a lot of shots sa perimeter, no? And sometimes bumababa yung percentage niya because of that. And right now, I think Clint is trying to get his or feel his way back. Kasi syempre, we can always say that there's a championship hangover, di ba?
Yes, tama. And Clint Escamis, he has the talent, he has the IQ, to play at a high level. So I feel like you said, parang he's feeling his way back nga talaga. And one thing too that I'm seeing from him lately, he's trying to get his teammates involved. He's trying to get some looks for his teammates, which is a good thing coming from your MVP. Para if there needs to be a player that needs to step up as Clint makes that layup, at least may kumpiyansa na yung mga teammates niya to be able to step up and have big games for them.
Definitely on that. At syempre, it's like passing the torch already for Clint Escamis. I agree with you na talagang pinibigyan niya dapat ng confidence yung other teammates niya. As Anabo hitting that shot, 9-7. And right now, punta naman natin ang ating courtside reporter na si Bianca Tagarda na may balita sa atin. Bianca, what's up?
Kiko and Justin, the goal of the Soaring Falcons this quarterfinals is to bring their best foot forward, to not just match the energy of their opponent, but to do better than them. And as we can see, this first five is not randomly chosen, as it turns out that rookie Earl Medina, Cade Ronzone, Ced Manzano, Renzo Competente, and their FSA Alugay are the go-to players of Coach Nash for most of their off-season leagues. Pero kung mapapansin ninyo, someone is missing, and that player goes by the name of Matthew Montebon, whom we haven't saw for a few games now. I asked her PT regarding his status, and according to her, Matthew is ready to go. He's all and well and healthy to play, pero for this game, he will have to miss out to rest. Now, Kiko and Justin, looking at the scores, how is the pace of this first quarter?
Well, for this first quarter, makikita natin a low-scoring one. It's more on the defense. Would you agree on that, Justin?
Yes, we're more than halfway through the first quarter. We only have 16 points on the board. So, you could see, and we've heard a lot of shot clock violation. Not violation, but you hear the shot clock go off in a few possessions already. So, one, the teams are moving the ball, and two, the defense is really staying disciplined. Wala masyadong nagtitake ng risk on trying to get a steal, trying to get into the passing lane. Wala masyadong ganun. Very calculated moves. Both squads. As an open three-pointer by Anabo doesn't go in. Pero yun yung maganda nakikita natin ngayon. Both teams are moving the ball, and both teams are really staying disciplined on defense.
And of course, speaking of discipline on defense, Adamson is only allowing opponents 62.86. So, parang makikita mo na talaga their focus on defense. That's parang yun yung ini-implement ni Coach Nash, the defense. They are allowing opponents 62.286, while for ang MAPUA 74.5. So mas pagkalaban ng Mapua, mas marami kang may score. Parang ganun nangyayari.
Right. And you know, for Adamson naman, you can see with their players and with their talents, parang no question na yung offensive end. It's more on like making sure your defensive principles and your defensive game plan gets executed. Kasi minsan every game there's gonna be a new game plan for whatever you're gonna do on the ball screen, whatever you're gonna do on the DHO. You know, if you're gonna switch this kind of situation. So, you know, these are the moments that they want to work on that. And I'm sure Coach Nash, that's the main focus here in this game too.
And a 3-point shot missed by Yam Concepcion. At syempre nga ito, nandito na ang Adamson Anabo with the leather, trying to pass the rock to a teammate. Bumuka naman si Barcelona, and now here comes Domaning. Adamson with a jumper. No good. Miss there. Tumatakbo na ngayon si Netura. Netura will go all the way. No good. But, oh my. Netura did not give up on that play.
I like the energy of Cyrus Netura in this game. You know, he's shown that he can hit the outside three, and you know he just made a defensive play there. So he's really impressive here in the first quarter.
And of course, when you're talking about Mapua ngayon, it's just not a Clint Escamis team. You do have Lazarte, Netura. Ang dami mo eh. Parang three-headed monster ngayon ang nangyayari sa Mapua when it comes to offense. Oh, 3-point shot. Abdullah for the 3-point shot. And Mapua takes the lead right now, 14-11. Pero ito si Tumaning. And there's a foul called. Mukhang yun ang ginagamit ni Tumaning, yung speed advantage niya.
And you know, that's what you don't want to do if you're Mapua. Don't you know, when a shot goes up, you make a basket, dapat yung safety mo nandun na agad. You're checking people right away. It doesn't matter if it's your man or not, pero kung nandun na siya, kailangan mo i-check muna, bump mo muna, then, you know, you come back. And that gave Adamson a free throw here, and Mapua just got the lead. So that's going to be huge here at the end of the first.
And Tumaning scoring on that one. And of course, we'd like to say thank you to our sponsors, Buffalo Wings and Things. And then, of course, Smart 5G. And then, of course, ladies and gentlemen, players only. Thank you for that. And also, you can be seen live at pusupi.com. And of course in Smart Sports Facebook page and Pinoyliga Cup's Facebook and YouTube channel. And Pinoyliga is a proud member of the SBP Samahan Basketball ng Pilipinas. Ladies and gentlemen, 14-13, 2:06 remaining. Shot there, miss. Tumatakbo ang Adamson. Here comes Ronzoni. Oh, that gotta hurt.
Lost his footing there, no?
Yes. Parang ako yung umaray.
Parang sakit sa tuhod, no?
Oo. And right now, tumatakbo. Karambola sa bola. Here comes Erolo, no? Yes. And you gotta love the coaching staff of Adamson. Si Coach Nash parang kalmado. Pero yung mga assistant niya, sina Coach Gilbert, sila yung active on the sideline, no?
Very common in basketball here in the Philippines. Same thing, you know, on our team. Our head coach is usually just the more reserved, and our assistant coaches are the more colorful ones. So, you know, and you can see Adamson talaga, they're going to that running game early. So let's see how Mapua can adjust here in this first quarter.
And Abdullah forcing that shot. Great defense for the part of Erolon on that one. 1:12 remaining, 15-14, 1-point lead. Kanina nakuha na ng Mapua ang kalamangan, 14-11. Pero a 4-0 run by Adamson gives the Falcons the lead once again. So let's see kung babawi ang Mapua on this play because they have the possession once again. As we see, Gulapa may hawak ng bola, pinasa kay De Los Reyes inside, and there was a foul call.
Interesting to see Drex De Los Reyes and Gulapa in the game at the same time.
Oh, yes. So, I was expecting it for quarter pa.
Yeah. Aga nilang tinatry itong Twin Towers nila. So let's see how this dynamic is gonna go moving forward. I like it because they just did a high-low there and they got to the free throw line. They just need to convert on the free throw line. So defensively, I think it's going to be good, pero tumatakbo tong Adamson. So tingnan natin kung they can keep up with that pace.
Yes, let's see. As it's 15-all, ladies and gentlemen, a split from the line from Drex. Usually, ang Drex na naalala natin, Drex the Destroyer, eh, no? Galaxy, eh, no? But let's see, Drex is the main center for Mapua. Let's see, coming from NU, galing NU, and then ito si Drex now in Mapua. And of course, yung tandem nila Gulapa will wreak havoc inside the shaded lane. And Abdullah with the rock, trying to look for a teammate. Pinasa kay Cyril. Oh, inside. Tignan natin. Oh, block by Demisana. 8 seconds to shoot. Abdullah. They have to make the move. Abdullah. Oh, air balls. Great defense for Adamson.
Great defense there for Adamson, you know, staying disciplined. Kita mo naman sa fouling category natin, 3 fouls for Mapua, 2 fouls for Adamson. That already shows the defensive discipline both of these squads have early in the first quarter. No one's really reaching, no one's really overplaying, no one's really trying to, you know, a risky block attempt that can turn into a foul. So both of these teams playing really, really disciplined defense here early in the first.
15 all, 14 seconds remaining. Medina has it. Let's see what will Adamson do. They have the possession, 5 seconds, they have to make the move. Oh, great defense so far for Adamson, or for Mapua rather. They let Adamson waste those seconds and leaves them 3 seconds to orchestrate the play here.
That's a high IQ basketball play there, you know. You're on the court, there was no timeout recently, and for you to make that kind of decision, that's good. That's a good heads-up play.
Cañete, pinasa kay Medina, takes the last shot of the quarter, Mintes. And ladies and gentlemen, after 10 minutes of intense basketball actions here in the quarterfinals, it's dead set at 15 all. Adamson Falcons, Mapua Cardinals, as we take a look at the first quarter highlights here in the Pinoyliga Collegiate Cup.
No worries, dahil only ang saya will TNT Saya All. May only FB, only IG, only Messenger, only TikTok, only ML, only Chikahan, plus data for all apps and sites. Sulit talaga, kaya lipat at load na sa TNT.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. And just like what we started earlier, it's tied 15 all after 10 minutes of basketball action. Grabe, no, Justin? Goes to show how intense this basketball. 15 all pa rin.
Yeah, and both teams are playing really good offense and defense. Makita mo tong Adamson, they're swinging the ball end to end. They're running their plays all the way through. Yung screens nila tumatama. Same thing for Mapua. Ilang beses natin narinig yung shot clock go off, and they were able to get a shot up. And then on defense, both of these teams not really fouling, as no one got into the penalty situation early, as Mapua is starting to run here. But both teams playing really class basketball offensively and defensively. So let's see how the second quarter is going to go for both squads.
Yes, and tingnan natin ngayon, ladies and gentlemen, as there's a 2-point lead for Mapua. Here comes Medina, pinasa kay Demisana. Medina drives, uses the pick, back to Demisana inside. Oh, what a move by Demisana, but didn't hit the rim. Drex with a rebound. Here comes Clint with a basketball. Clint slowing things down. Binigay kay Gulapa. Gulapa, naghahanap ng papasahan na kay Cyril. Here comes Clint. Uses the pick of Drex. Medyo mali ang pasa ni Clint Escamis on that one.
great job by Adamson blitzing Clint into making that really tough pass. Yeah, I think that's a good defensive game plan for Adamson. Get the basketball out of Clint's hands, or make him have to do a really tough pass, just like in that possession.
And right now, still 7-15. And a turnover by Ronzone. Tumatakbo si Cyril. The Bandana Brothers, sabi nga natin, pag nakikita natin ngayon, the Bandana Brothers, pag sinabi natin, naisip natin yung sa San Beda. But also, here in Mapua, may Bandana Brothers. Itong si Cyril and then si Clint, the two C's. Diba? Parang ano to eh, the heir apparent ni Clint Escamis, si Cyril, sinasabi ng karamihan.
And like, Benny Benitez, we talked about, in our coverage, covering Mapua in their last game, tinawag namin tong dalawang to as the Fast and the Furious of Mapua.
Oh, yeah.
Cyril Gonzalez and Clint Escamis, they have that kind of vibe with each other,
yes.
They're fast, they're furious, they're fearless. And, it's good to see them both in the game right now. And let's see if that can make a difference here for Mapua.
So tingnan natin, it's now 19-17 as Clint will orchestrate the offense. Binigay kay Gulapa. And now the ball is with Sapasap. Balik kay Escamis. Escamis, they're running the same play. This time kay De Los Reyes, pero nagmintis si Drex. 8:05 remaining. And now Demisana bringing down the leather. Let's see, Competente. Naghanap ng papasahan. He wants Medina to come closer. Medina has it. And ngayon, here comes Adamson, Ronzone, 7 seconds. Medina, they're looking for Medina but failed. Medina nagmintis on that. Sa pasap, may taka ng bola. Oh, he loses that. 7:40 remaining. Grabe yung yung confidence ng Adamson coaching staff dun sa bago nila si Earl Medina. But of course, we'll talk about that after the timeout, and we will be back here in Pinoyliga Collegiate Cup.
Enjoy high-speed internet with one of Smart's best ever promos. Whether you need big data on a budget or worry-free Unli internet, get these Smart Wi-Fi promos today.
Hindi aabot ang data. Nice!
Don't worry. Be Unli with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus Unli Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now.
My future.
Right? What's the plan?
I have a plan. The new Smart Junior Plan. Made for me. For only learning, only experiences, only connections at just $4.99. It's a plan as good as yours. New Smart Junior Plan.
And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Kiko Malikdem along with Justin Almeida and Alfonso rather. This is the first time that Justin and I will be teaming up. So we're gonna take away those rust.
Yes.
We're gonna make ourselves comfortable with each other. And of course, joining Justin and I is Bianca Tagarda, ang muse ng ng Pinoyliga Collegiate Cup. Bagay na bagay, di ba? Napapatingin na lang si Bianca sa atin. So the score is 7:38. And of course, 19-17, ladies and gentlemen. Escamis, may hawak ng bola. Takes the shot, Mintes. And ito yung sinasabi natin, Justin, si Clint has been taking a lot of perimeter shots. Parang, do you think that's a good thing for Clint?
I think, the mid-range game that he's been trying to show us, I think that's something he's trying to work on here in this off-season, kasi usually he attacks the rim or he's going to go shoot that three-pointer, right? So I think he's trying to really, hone in on being a three-level scorer. Kasi nakuha na niya yung inside game, nakuha na niya yung three-point game. So ngayon parang, it's the off-season or quote-unquote the pre-season for them. So I think that's something he's working on. If he adds it to his game, I think that's going to add another dimension to his basketball arsenal.
Ikaw ba, we all know that you're playing pro ball. Ano ba yung sinasabi ko na sa mga kalaban mo? Ano ba yung parang area na gusto mong, I mean, not gusto, but nahirapan kang i-develop before?
I think, going to the pro level, it's a lot of reads. So, I think that's the biggest one for me.
Yes.
Kasi in the college game, it's systems, you know your spots, you know where you're gonna go, and it's very fast-paced. Minsan ka lang makaka-dribble ng 3 or 4 times sa college system eh. Pero pagdating sa pro level, medyo maluwag ng konti kasi yung mga tao doon medyo highly skilled with high IQ. So it's more about reads there. So that's something I'm working on, and I'm sure most of these college players too are trying to get onto that same kind of reads.
Yun sa akin naman kasi parang I feel I'm more comfortable of hitting the threes and inside. Pero parang kay Clint, nahihirapan ako dito sa perimeter. Parang pag nakita ko wala na yung linya, nagdadoubt na ako tumira eh. No?
Yeah.
Anyway, let's hear it from our courtside reporter na si Bianca Tagarda na may balita sa atin. Bianca, what is your news?
Kiko and Justin, napag-usapan nyo nga lang kanina. It's King Cardinal Clint Escames' last playing year. At sabi nyo nga earlier, he's getting ready to pass the torch. And one of the potential torchbearers is Cyril Gonzalez from Davao, who came all the way from UP but transferred here in MAPUA for more minutes and exposure. For Cyril, he just wants to be consistent in every game. Pero hindi niya rin daw napapansin that his small actions and efforts actually puts the future of his team on a bright note. So much potential for a humble guy, and for this quarters match, Cyril will play his A game, and whether he's assigned to play as a 1 or a 2, he will embrace the role fully. Now, Kiko and Justin, masasabi ba natin that Cyril can be one of the torchbearers of the Cardinals?
Yes, thank you so much, Bianca. Definitely, we have seen a lot of games na si Cyril is picking up the offensive slack of MAPUA, and I guess it's safe to say na he's one of the persons or players na tinitignan ni Coach Randy to actually fill up the gap na iiwanan ni Clint Escames after this season. Do you agree on that?
Yes, I agree on that. When Cyril Gonzalez is in the game, may iba yung pace ng MAPUA eh. Alam mo yun? Kasi he knows how to play fast without playing rushed. He's never rushed, pero ang bilis niyang magdala ng bola. He's fast to make a decision on a head pass. He's fast to make a decision kung i-head pass niya or he's just gonna take it all the way. So, he has that kind of game to him where if he needs to be aggressive, he needs to look for his shots or look for his teammates, he has it. So, he's a really great candidate here to be the next guy up para dito sa MAPUA Cardinals.
And of course, loaded din nga. We've been saying loaded ang MAPUA sa wings. Nandiyan si Netura, si Sapasap, si Lazarde. Ang dami niyang katulong on that one. So I guess they have to fill up the void talaga, yun more on the rebounding yung mga front court nila.
Yes. If they can get, maybe one more big man that can help out, si Gulapa and Drex de los Reyes, they're gonna look really good in this upcoming season.
Yes, because we've been comparing siguro, obviously, yung mga basketball fanatics and of course basketball analysts, they've been comparing yung mga moves ng mga college teams this off-season. Parang napapansin nila kasi yung mga nawawala sa MAPUA, but we don't know talaga na talagang meron din mga pumapasok na player kay MAPUA na parang parang underrated yung mga pasok nila.
Yes. Like, sino yan?
Oo, biglang makikita, galing nito, paano nakuha yan?
Yes, exactly.
Galing. So anyway, it's 23-17. MAPUA is in control. And take note, MAPUA has a twice-to-beat advantage here in the quarterfinals of the Season 4 of the Pinoyliga Collegiate Cup. As we see a basket by Yam Concepcion. And right now, nagmamadali ang ADAMSON. They are eager to score and resulted to a turnover on Cedric Manzano. Medyo ang hirap ng sitwasyon ng ADAMSON right now.
Yes, in that play right there, si Ronzone had the good idea to kick it out to a teammate, but I think he could have laid that up. No one really challenged him, going up, and he put, Manzano in a awkward situation where the basketball was almost by his feet. So, for a big man to reach down, and then the guards of MAPUA was already there scrambling. That's a hard catch to make. So, ito namang si MAPUA, they're taking advantage of any turnover that ADAMSON commits. They're running. Like, wala silang pakialam. Pag nakuha namin yung bola, tatakbo kami. And, Mapua has that kind of weapons to play that kind of game.
And of course, we are speaking of turnovers. In 7 games, Adamson is averaging around only 12 turnovers compared to Mapua's 16. But right now, parang ang bibilis nung kamay ng Mapua, disrupting the offense, and just like that, di ba? Parang ang dami ng turnovers ng Adamson. No! Gulapa! Ginulat ni Gulapa! Ang mga kaliga, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my! We gotta see that once again as Cyril Gonzalez recognizes Joe Gulapa with a slam-a-jamma. Joe Gulapa ng gulat. And ladies and gentlemen, timeout is called by Adamson. We'll be back here at the Pinoyliga Collegiate Cup.
No worries dahil only ang saya will TNT Saya All. May only FB, only IG, only Messenger, only TikTok, only ML, only Chikahan, plus data for all apps and sites. Sulit talaga, kaya lipat at load na sa TNT.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. And we would like to say thank you to our official outfitter, LGR official ticketing partner, Ticket to Me. And of course, our sponsors, Pinoyliga.com, Buffalo Wings and Things, Smart Communications, Emily Hotel, and Serious Player Only. And of course, we can be seen live in www.pusop.com, Smart Sports Facebook page, Pinoy Liga's Facebook and YouTube channel. And Pinoy Liga is a proud member of SBP. Ladies and gentlemen, 28-17. Parang kami ngayon ni Justin, parang gulat na gulat pa sa ginawa ni Gulapa.
Yes, I definitely didn't. I mean, he's an athletic guy, pero to make that kind of play, that's pretty impressive. Running down the fast break and a two-hand jam like that, tapos parang ang dali sa kanya.
Yes.
Tapos akala ko babagsak na yung rim natin kasi talagang slam dunk.
Malasyak.
Oo, malasyak. Shaquille O'Neal yung dunk na yun eh. So, I like Gulapa, I like his game, so let's see if he can keep it going here in the second quarter.
Here comes Gonzalez, Cyril all the way. Missing the mark, masyadong malakas. And right now, it's Adamson's turn to run. Na kay Medina ang bola. Medina, 14 seconds to shoot. Hinihingi ni Manzano. Manzano gets it. Interesting matchup here. Gulapa against Manzano. But Manzano gets it to Competent and nagmintis. Oh, Demi Sana! Nagulat! Nagulat siya na nalibre. No? Wala siyang bantay and then takes it to the hoop.
Devin Sana is, it's an interesting prospect because he's tall, he's a lefty, he can shoot the mid-range J. So let's see how he progresses here in this game.
Meanwhile, si Gulapa binigay kay Yam. And there was a foul called. So tingnan natin as officials. Oh, there was a holding foul on Yam Concepcion.
Drex De Los Reyes back in the game here. I think, to see Devin Sana in the basketball game too, he's going to have his hands full with Drex De Los Reyes. So for Mapua, that's going to be an offensive thing they can focus on, is try to find Drex De Los Reyes down low and work through him.
Definitely, as matetes ngayon yung lakas ng katawan ng Demisana.
Yes, exactly.
Drex.
Nandito naman si Manzano, pero
yes. This is definitely an advantage in terms of heft. Manzano and Concepcion.
Yes.
Expect some low post. And now, a shot by Competente Mintes. And look at Adamson and Mapua battle for those boards. Tumatakbo na ngayon ito. Under goal basket. Mintes ang Mapua. Demi Sana with a board. He gets it to Earl Medina. Medina Pinasa. Oh, creating some space, and basket is scored by Kenji Cañete. And this time, si Coach Randy naman ang tumawag ng timeout here in the Pinoyliga Collegiate Cup quarterfinals as we take a look at that play by Kenji Cañete, creating some space. Parang may nakita na ako niyan dati 1998 yung may tinulak.
Oh, yes.
28-21, 7-point lead, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back.
Enjoy high-speed internet with one of Smart's best ever promos. Whether you need big data on a budget or worry-free Unli internet, get these Smart Wi-Fi promos today.
Hindi aabot ang data. Nice!
Don't worry. Be Unli with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus Unli Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now.
My future.
Right? What's the plan? I have a plan. The new Smart Junior Plan. Made for me. For only learning, only experiences, only connections at just $4.99. It's a plan as good as yours. New Smart Junior Plan.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here in the Pinoyliga Collegiate Cup quarterfinals. Score is 28-21 as MAPUA holding on to a 7-point lead. And a steal. Cañete, after a good offense, now presides a defense for ADAMSON. Cañete, binigay kay Cedric. Now na kay Demisana, balik kay Cañete. Cañete is looking for Cedric pero natapik. Tumatakbo ngayon ang MAPUA. MAPUA on the run. MAPUA. Oh, great D there. The long arms of Lo by Demisana preventing that pass. And now here comes John Earl Medina. The rookie. Adamson has binigay kay Demisana ngayon. Demisana. Oh, his pass. Naagaw. And there was a foul as Anabo failed to get that pass. So if you're Adamson, you're down by 7, do you have to panic right now o chill lang muna?
Chill lang muna, you know, we still got two full quarters to go and they're only down 7 points. Ang importante lang dito for Adamson is don't let the lead go up too much. Keep it single digits kasi anything can happen in a basketball game. And one thing too, you know, one thing that Adamson is kind of iffy right now is their decision making. Alam mo yun na parang alam nila yung sistema nila, so alam nila yung pwedeng maging open. And yun na yung ine-expect nila eh. Hindi nila binabasa muna yung ginagawa ng MAPUA and what the defense is doing. Parang alam nila sa ensayo, okay, yung backdoor cut na yun, parating libre. Eh kung si MAPUA naman nako-cover yun, hindi mo mapapasa doon. So they're failing to look at other options in their offense. And they're trying to make, you know, the home run play right away. They're trying to get it into like very iffy situations where hands are in the passing lane. So I think right now what Adamson can focus on is their decision making. See what is the better option for them on the offensive end. So let's see if they can adjust to that and have a stronger end to the second quarter.
And this is where they miss Matt Montebon. Because Matt Montebon, if I'm not mistaken, was the main PG or point guard that usually starts for Coach Nash. And of course, since Matt is currently rehabilitating or resting, sabi, okay na daw yung injury niya, no? But of course, this is where the veteran leadership of Matt Montebon, you know, should be used by the coaching staff. Pero ito naman, Erolon hitting that 3. 6 na puntos na lamang ang kalamangan. 30-24 as we take at look at that. Oh, Drex de los Reyes.
Wow. That's the matchup we're talking about, the mismatch here for MAPUA, you know. Drex de los Reyes, physically, kitang-kita mo na yung difference between him and Demensana. So if they could go in there early and try to get Drex de los Reyes some touches, good option for MAPUA.
Oh, a 3-point shot. No good. Sky high for the board. What a rebound there for MAPUA. That was Ivan Lazarte. And a turnover. Anabo has it. Pinasa kay Cañete. Oh, that was too strong. That was too strong. Napasayang na lang si Coach Nash.
In that previous possession for MAPUA, si Yam Concepcion, he didn't allow Drex de los Reyes to get his position first. Kaka-curl pa lang ni Drex de los Reyes, di pa siya nakakuha ng positioning.
Oh, yeah.
Tinay na agad ibigay. You know? So have Drex first, get seal Demesana, then get it inside instead of trying to rush it. And dito naman for ADAMSON, tinakbo nga nila pero hindi pa nakapunta sa corner the one trying to run the corner, and he already threw it right ahead. So little bit of patience for these players para lang they can make those decisions and get those good looks.
Yes, definitely. Kasi minsan may ibang players na kailangan grip niya muna yung bola bago niya matira. Minsan pag pinasa mo, talaga magugulat din yan. And of course, we'd like to say hello to our friend si Chris Lasin, si Albert Egana watching sa live stream, and also si Gian Batumbakal, pinapabati ni Boyet also. And the score is 32-24, 39 seconds. Ang bilis ng oras no? Talagang both teams are playing defense.
Yes.
Pero, I mean, fast-paced basketball action nakikita natin.
Yes, and we're not seeing a lot of dead balls din Parang tuloy-tuloy yung action both of these teams, But it's a different story on the fouling category. Yung ADAMSON penalty na, yung MAPUA 4 fouls na. So now we're starting to see in the second quarter, this game is becoming a little bit more physical than it was in the first quarter. So, let's see, 8-point game para dito sa MAPUA. So ADAMSON is not they're not in the lead, but they're not in a bad position in this game.
Yes.
So,
sino kukurap dito? Tingnan natin. Sino kukurap? Pero matagal-tagal pa naman.
Matagal pa to.
Matagal pa yung sinasabing night-night.
Wala pang nag-night-night wala pa.
32-24 as Tomaning entering along with Sapasap. Great quality minutes given by Demesana sa team. Before when he started, medyo nagpa-fluctuate yung playing time ni Demesana. He's trying to feel his way sa team. Ngayon, medyo alam na niya yung role niya.
Right. He's starting to get some consistent, burn and playing time here for ADAMSON. That's only gonna help his development, moving forward.
And the layup is scored there by Sapasap. It's now a 10-point lead. And 15 seconds, probably the last play in the half. But depends on ADAMSON. Oh, Erolon! Oh, wow! What a shot there!
Oh, my God. What a ball fake, too.
And now, a long three. No good. Wow, a lot of basketball action. A lot of good plays from both sides here in the Pinoyliga Collegiate Cup. ADAMSON Falcons and the MAPUA Cardinals. As we take a look at the second quarter highlights, the MAPUA Cardinals leading by 8, 34-26. We'll be back for the halftime stats.
Do you love the game? To preserve it, you must follow the FIBA Code of Conduct at all times, which means betting on basketball is strictly forbidden. Asking family or friends to bet for you is not allowed either. You must never improperly influence results or incidents within a game, no matter how small, or engage in corrupt conduct by either giving or receiving a bribe. Never share inside information with anyone who could use it for betting. FIBA closely monitors betting markets. It has eyes on any suspicious activity, sending investigators to interview players and gather evidence every time there is a suspicion of match fixing. Remember, as a professional, your behavior matters, especially in the way you treat your teammates, fellow players, staff, and others outside the game. Abuse, whether physical, psychological, or sexual, is strictly prohibited. The way you behave away from the court is equally important, Any action that risks damaging the reputation of the game can be sanctioned by FIBA too. And if you witness an actual or even potential violation, you must report it to FIBA immediately or risk receiving a sanction yourself. You can carry out this duty anonymously using the reporting tool on the FIBA website. The integrity of our sport is at stake, so you have the obligation to cooperate fully with any investigation into a possible infringement. This includes handing over your phone, personal devices, and any financial records requested. Failure to cooperate will result in a suspension. Breaking any of these rules could get you a 100,000 Swiss franc fine and a lifetime ban from the sport. Even attempting to break a rule could land you in trouble. Above all, play with respect, reject corruption, gambling, and all other dangers to the sport, and use basketball to make a better world. This is our game. Play it straight.
Hindi aabot ang data. Nice!
Don't worry. Be only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now.
No worries, dahil only ang saya will TNT Saya All. May only FB, only IG, only Messenger, only TikTok, only ML, only Chikahan, plus data for all apps and sites. Sulit talaga, kaya lipat at load na sa TNT.
We started ang family business talaga namin. Talaga sari-sari store ang negosyo namin. So sa sari-sari store namin, same building, meron kaming on the side na dress shop. Yan ang sabi ni Mama. Dress shop, hindi pa to sports. I mean, nagagawa lang kami, nagre-repair lang kami ng mga damit. From there, may pumunta sa kanyang friend or client na nagpagawa ng parang how many pieces of t-shirts. So from there, yung makina niya, kaya naman gawin yung shirt, doon na nag-start yung paggawa niya ng uniforms. Kung paano yung sinimulan ni Mama, siguro yun pa rin naman yung nararamdaman namin. Pero in a different perspective na. Talagang pag nanood ngayon tayo ng TV, when we watch yung different sports, kunyari nanood tayo ng basketball, makikita natin yung PBA. Pag nanood tayo ng volleyball, makikita natin yung LGR. Iba na yung pakiramdam na yung brand is overall, nakikita na lahat.
Enjoy high-speed internet with one of Smart's best ever promos. Whether you need big data on a budget or worry-free Unli internet, get these Smart Wi-Fi promos today. Enjoy high-speed internet with one of Smart's best ever promos. Whether you need big data on a budget or worry-free Unli internet, get these Smart Wi-Fi promos today.
Mga kaliga, for our halftime interview, I'm here with one of the assistant coaches of the MAPUA Cardinals. That is Coach Tony Boy Espinosa. Now, good morning po sa inyo, Coach Tony Boy. Thank you so much for joining me in this halftime interview. Now, ask ko lang po kayo because as of the first half, leading po ang team ninyo na MAPUA Cardinals. So, in the second half, paano niyo po ba masusustain itong momentum?
We just have to do the right things, especially on defense. Kasi we have some lapses defensively. Yung basic ano lang na jump ball side, boxing out. So we just have to be consistent on doing the right things.
And Coach Tony Boy, may twice to beat advantage po kayo for this quarterfinals. Pero ano po ba yung disadvantage of having a twice to beat advantage?
Sometimes pag may twice to beat advantage ka, you tend to relax, especially in the first game. Kasi kahit matalo, you still have a chance to recover. But we just have to finish this game sa first game pa lang. Because pag nag-gain ng momentum yung ADAMSON, come second game, magkakakumpiyansa, we'll be in a lot of trouble.
And it reflects po with the scores that we have right now for the first half. And hopefully, sa second half po ay maipagpatuloy niyo po iyan. Pero for now, mga kaliga, let's go back to the panel.
And thank you so much, Bianca and Coach Tony Boy. Nako, isa sa mga idols natin yan, si Coach Tony Boy Espinosa. As of course, we take a look at the first half, it's 34-26 and 8-point lead. I agree with Coach Tony Boy, no? Kung saan, as we take a look at the halftime stats, 11 out of 25 field goals, 9 out of 19 para sa ADAMSON. 3 points, parehong may tig-dalawang 3 points na naibuslo. While for the free throws, 6 out of 9 from MAPUA, 2 out of 4 for the ADAMSON Falcons. Rebound story, lamang ang MAPUA. Surprisingly, because we were saying that ADAMSON's strength is a rebounds, they only got 14. While for the assists, 8 and 7, MAPUA has the numbers, and turnovers, they protected the ball well, 9-12. And of course, checking at the leading scorers for both squads, makikita natin Concepcion has 6, Escamis has 4, and also Gonzales. While on the other side naman, si Erolon with 9, Anabo with 4, and Manzano with 3 points. And we're just around 1 minute remaining before the start of the second half. And makikita nga natin yung scoring ng MAPUA. Parang pantay-pantay lang sila, 6-4-4. And also, ladies and gentlemen, I kind of agree with Coach Tony Boy Espinosa sa interview kanina na with the disadvantage of twice to beat, medyo baka mag-relax. That's why they're pushing the pace more here because they don't want na magkaroon pa ng momentum ang ADAMSON if ever na matalo sila ang MAPUA in this game. Can I agree with that, Justin, no?
Of course, kung alam mong kahit matalo ko ngayon, may isa pang game, medyo okay. Siguro next game na lang, no? Like sometimes you start to think that way. But, you know, knowing MAPUA, they're a championship team. You know, they're championship DNA. You know, alam nila what these kind of twice to beat advantages are in this game. So, tinan natin kung they could keep it up here. They're up 8, you know, to start the second half. So let's see if they can build on that. And let's see kung itong si ADAMSON naman, winner go home sila. So let's see if they can feel the intensity of a winner go home game and come back and win this ball game.
Ito minsan pag mahirap no? Pag kunyari for MAPUA, yung sense of urgency ng ADAMSON baka na doon So, yun ang hinihintay natin kung gaano kataas ba yung sense of urgency ng ADAMSON because right now they're down by 8. Do they have that sense of urgency na habulin tong kalamangan and take pace or control of the pace?
Sure. They just need to make better decisions. I think that's my biggest thing for ADAMSON is, you know, if they make better decisions, they make better IQ plays here down the stretch, they could come back and win this game.
Oh, Clint Escamis. Beautiful shot there. Wow.
Wow.
Kahit ikaw, wow!
Yeah. Tama.
Suwabing-suwabe.
Galing. Suwabe pa, pogi pa. Ano
Oo
pang
nga.
gusto mo?
Nakakainis no? Magaling pa mag-basketball.
Oo.
MVP pa.
Grabe.
Parang kanta nasa'yo na ang lahat.
Yeah.
36-26. Oh, what a
block.
However, a block. Look at the interior defense. And right now, so the basket did not count as shot clock expired. So, kita mo yung interior defense ng MAPUA on that time. They shut down the offense of ADAMSON. And right now, a turnover. Medina. Munti ka na ma-turnover there. And great presence of mind from Competente to pass the ball to John Earl Medina.
It's down to a 2-possession game para dito. So to ADAMSON to catch up to this. So if they can get a stop here, that's going to be a huge stop for them moving forward.
And what I've noticed here, as Abdullah missed that shot, whenever Clint has the ball, parang dumo-double team. And now, that is what MAPUA wants, ma-double si Escamis, so that there would be one player who will be free.
Yes, and one thing ADAMSON can do to try and mitigate yung pass na yun from Clint is to blitz hard. Blitz him hard, blitz him with hands up, para mahirapan siyang mahanap yung kakampi niya.
Oh, and there's a foul. And Gulapa could not believe that one, but of course, biglang nag-restrain siya. Ayun yung ma-technical no? As Competente will now go to the line for 2 freebies.
I like Competente's game. He's a lefty. He can hit the three-pointer, and he's very crafty. He's not the fastest player on the court, pero marunong siya sa mga angles eh. Pag may dumadating na screen, nakita niya si Gulapa yung nag-switch sa kanya. He was patient with it, and he was able to draw that foul. So, ito, 5-point game na lang. Pwedeng maging 4-point game na lang, as he does.
Wow!
4-point game here.
We have a game here right now, ladies and gentlemen. Tingnan natin, 8:04. And in the span of 2 minutes, napababa nila sa 4 ang kalamangan. And now Clint gets it. Abdullah, he drives. Now Abdullah is very familiar with this ring. He used to play in this school. Si TJ Abdullah here in ENDERUN before transferring to MAPUA. Kaya, this is his second home, sabi nga. So let's see if Abdullah will be able to hit those shots. 38-32. Cedric. Oh, travels there. Pero we were talking about ni Boss Benny about this kay Cedric Manzano. His movement, parang yung coach nila si Romel Adupul. Low post move.
Yes. Tapos lefty crafty. Parang Zebo yung dati.
Oh, yes, Zebo. Mababa lang talon pero very effective.
Very effective.
7:15 remaining, 38-32. Oh, what a pass inside. However, nagmintis si Sapasap there. 38-32, 7:05 remaining. Competente gives it to Demisana against Gulapa. Oh, inside, balik kay Competente.
Wow.
Grabe, ganda na pasa.
That's what I like to see from ADAMSON. They're making way better decisions here in the second half. I'm sure Coach Rosella told them, let's try to make, not sloppy decisions here and make high IQ plays, yung mga passes na alam natin makakarating sa teammate natin, and they've been doing that so far.
And right now, I feel that ball is taking too much longer sa hands ni Clint Escamis.
Yes, parang nagamit na niya yung unang screen. The-drag out niya, tapos gagamit ulit.
Yes.
If it's not there on the first one, I would just go ahead. Pero, this is his squad, this is his team, so maybe that's what works for them. Pero,
yes.
In my eyes, if there's nothing there on the first screen, there's nothing there on the twist action, give it up. Let's see what can happen outside of his hands. And that worked for them in the first half.
Yes, definitely. At makikita natin, syempre, once Clint has the ball given to his teammates, medyo magdadalong isip yung defense di ba?
Yes.
And right now, Segalogo de Mesana shot. It's good. What a pass by Ronzone. That is Kate Ronzone passing the ball to Demisana. 36, 5:53 remaining. Cyril making his move. Cyril, oh, what a shot!
That is a tough shot to make, and that's what they say. When you play off 2 feet, when you know how to play off 2 feet, there's so many things that can open up for you. Kasi nandun pa yung ano mo, nandun pa yung pivot mo. You could step through, you could spin back. You know, there's so many things you could do playing off 2 feet, and that's a great move there by Cyril Gonzalez.
It's hard to do that move kasi pwede kang tawagan ng traveling. No?
Yes. Pero si Cyril parang kapang-kapa niya kung paano gawin yan eh.
Nakakaingit.
Oo, di ba nakakaingit?
5:29 remaining, 42-36. And right now, pakinggan naman natin ang ating news, ang courtside reporter na si Bianca Tagarda na may balita sa atin. Bianca, what's the news?
Kiko and Justin, rookie Earl Medina of the ADAMSON Soaring Falcons wants to make a difference for today. With all his experience in his junior years, this is the point where he can prove to himself that he's not just a perfect match to the system of Coach Nash Racela, but also a hero for this quarterfinals. Knowing Earl, he describes collegiate basketball as somewhat a mind game dahil kahit na mas malalaki at mas matatangkad daw ang mga kalaban niya on court, it is the basketball IQ that really shines. Kiko and Justin, do you agree with Earl and masasabi ba natin that this game, despite tall players on court that we have right now, is a battle of basketball IQ?
Agree with that, Bianca. Thank you so much for that report. Usually talaga tama naman it's a battle of IQ. But, you know, I am very happy with the confidence that Coach Nash is giving Earl Medina. Because, di ba, minsan pag rookie ka, hindi ka talaga magkakaroon ng playing time masyado eh. No? But with Medina, he's playing a lot of time.
Yes, that shows, you know, what they believe this kid can be. You know, parang alam nila may future tong batang to. He could be the face of ADAMSON soon. What a move. Oh my goodness. Wait,
yan yung specialty in the house eh. It's like the top menu para kay Clint Escamis eh.
Napatigil na lang ako sa thought ko nung nakikita ko yun eh.
Ayan, ang bilis ng movement niya eh, no?
Oh,
look at that.
Goodness.
Clint Escamis making that move.
Wow. The ball handling, parang nasa string yung bola sa kanya eh. Alam mo yun, parang hindi nawawala. Tapos ang bilis pa niyang gumalaw with the...
And I've seen him, yung mga practice, drills niya, nakikita ko. Talaga yung pinapractice niya, yung dribbling niya eh, no?
Right.
And then, ang maganda ngayon sa kanya, he had some muscles right now.
Right. And, you know, when you have that kind of athletic ability, and then you add the IQ that he has, then you add the ball handling, you know, he's gonna have a bright future in this sport. And I just hope he just keeps going, he keeps getting better, you know, and let's see what he could bring to his last season. You know, I hope they win it all, and I hope that he has an MVP season again. So let's see. It all starts, you know, in this league. It all starts in the off season. So let's see how he keeps it going.
And of course, the difficult thing sa mga ganito is you have to keep your composure because being the main man, minsan ang target, iinisin ka eh.
Oo, tama.
And di ba ngayon ang ruling sa NCAA and all, of course, UAAP, once you committed a flagrant sportsmanlike foul, disqualify ka na sa awards.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Wow, I did not know that.
Or kaya, if I have to double check on that, pero ang alam ko, pag na-check ka or suspended ka ng 1 game, yon, wala ka talaga sa awards.
Wow.
Eh, imagine mo, you're gonna play around 14, and for NCAA, you're gonna play around, there are 10 teams, right? So around 18 games.
Wow. Tapos ikaw pa yung babad. Oh my goodness. Oh my, what a miss.
Everything but the basket for Cyril on that play. There comes Ronzone. Naghanap ng papasan. Oh, traveling.
And there it is, yung playing fast but in a rush. Kailangan when you play fast, you're not sped up. You're not playing in a rush, but you're playing fast, you know. So those are the things, medyo nagmamadali lang siya. So, you know, next time, that's an easy kick. You know, just take a dribble, take your time, get that kick. And they're only down 4 points. Close game, anything can happen. It's a game of runs. If ADAMSON can get a run right here, they're going to be in a really, really good position.
42-38. Here comes Rex with a basketball. Binigay kay Cyril. Cyril drives.
Wow.
You know, Cyril slowly but surely getting that DNA from Clint Escames. Yung fearless drive niya. Walang
Yes.
kinakatakutan.
Yes.
Parang ano yun eh, parang yung kay Spider-Man, kinagat.
Oo.
Nagkaroon ng spider capabilities, diba, si Spider-Man.
Oo.
Ito si Cyril Gonzalez, baka mamaya na-injection ni Clint Escames ng kanyang DNA.
Parang si Clint, si Tobey Maguire. Tapos ito naman si Cyril, yung second Spider-Man.
Si Miles Morales ba yun? Or si Venom.
Bakit na si Venom? yung dark side ng Spider-Man.
Tignan natin, no? But of course, ang gandang panoorin yung dalawa niya, no? Especially sa final year ni Clint. Meron na siyang heir apparent.
Yes, parang si MAPUA, their future is in good hands with the young talent they have so far here in the squad.
And now, here comes Kenji, binigay. Oh, what a chase down there by Yam Concepcion sa block. Hinahabol niya talaga ang tres. Anabo for the three. No! And ladies and gentlemen, 44-38, 2:48 remaining. Let's see. Kanina pang kumakatok ang ADAMSON Falcons sa pintuan ng MAPUA Cardinals, but MAPUA has hit lock.
Yes.
Ayaw pa nila papasukin.
Yes. Kailangan sipain na ng ADAMSON yung pintuan para mga dalawang sipa na lang yan. Makukuha din nila yan.
Dalawang malakas na sipa na 13.
Yes.
So here comes, a shot there by Erolon. And Erolon is having a great game right now.
Yes, the confidence from the young man, it shows. He's not hesitating on his shots. Once he sees it's an open look, and he does it through the system, which is a good thing here for ADAMSON. Let's see if they can keep it going.
And now, MAPUA, binigay kay Lazarte. Lazarte has it. Gets it to Yam. 7 seconds. Lazarte, an offensive foul. Hindi makapaniwala si Yam Concepcion.
One play that I like that MAPUA did a few possessions ago is this Iverson cut that they have Cyril Gonzalez do, and then may up screen sa kanya. Because Cyril, he will go. Once he sees yung up screen na yun, he's going. Tapos yung kung sino man yung nag-set ng up screen na yun, may spin action din. Yung small naman magsaset dun sa up screen. Now open si Drex sa ilalim. So Cyril can either give it to Drex or he could just take it, which is a good play there for MAPUA.
Yes, and that takes a lot of time to master that place, yung mga movements na yun, no?
Yes.
And look at that, a rebound by Yam. Yam on the... Lazarte loses that one. Ngayon, na kay Medina. Less than 2 minutes remaining. Anabo, binigay kay Erolon. Erolon has the hot hand here. 10 seconds. Pick given by Cedric. Oh, they left Erolon for the three! Bam!
Wow, yun na yung unang sipa. Isa pa.
Isa pang sipa, ladies and gentlemen. 44-43 as we take a look at that Smart Sports 3-point shot play. Iniwanan nila si Erolon who hit that 3-pointer. Nagulat ako dun, iniwanan nila, no?
Oo.
And ladies and gentlemen, it's just a 1-point lead. We'll be back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 44-43. Slowly but surely, the ADAMSON Falcons are crawling back in this game. Tingnan natin kung matutuloy na ang pagpasok ng ADAMSON sa pintuan ng MAPUA. And they have been longing for that. But let's see if MAPUA will allow that. because they have the possession right now as Cyril Gonzalez brings down the ball. Binigay kay Yam. And now, na kay Lazarte. Balik kay Yam. And Gonzalez, 3-man action here. And look at that. Pick given. Gonzalez, oh
Wow.
my! Grabe,
Oh my.
pabagsak na siya doon. Ang hirap doon, ha?
Galing.
One.
Alison Gaya pa yung nag-contest dun.
Oo, grabe yun. Yun ang sinasabi ko, pabagsak pa siya, na itira pa niya.
Yes. Ganda.
And there's a foul on Drex. And we cannot believe that one. And guess who's going to the line? Erolon.
Grabe yung laro niya ngayon, no? Kumpiyansa siya.
Oo. In the first half, he has scored in double figures already. And siguro malapit na itong mag-20 points if I'm not mistaken. An official count around 16 na yata. Tingnan natin.
And hugot siya sa bench, right? He didn't start.
Yes.
So that's a good thing here for Adamson. Tapos, you know, if you're Coach Lasela, may nahugot ka sa bench, tapos kayang skumore ng almost 20 points. That's huge for any team. If you have a player that can come in, have an instant effect on offense, maayos yan. And, you know, pre-game, we talked about, you know, may the best offense wins. So si Erolon ngayon, medyo nandun siya sa conversation na yun.
Yes. And of course, siya yung panggulat eh.
Oo, gulat factor to si Erolon.
Oo. Now let's see. Tingnan natin kung babawi. Netura. Inside to Drex. Medyo parang hindi yata yun yung cup of tea ni Drex na yung biglang papasahan sa traffic. Parang kailangan naka ano siya, yung seal.
Yes,
Feel ko
yes.
yun yung laro, low post seal.
You know, he has the physical capabilities even against Gaye to be able to seal Gaye and being able to get the ball down low as Gulapa will come in for Drex de los Reyes. And, you know, si Alison Gaye din medyo hindi pa masyado nakakakuha ng momentum sa laro
Yes.
to eh. Medyo hindi ko pa siya nakakita. He hasn't really affected the game in a positive way just yet. You know, we still have 1 quarter left to go. You expect more from an FSA like Gaye, pero maybe it's just one of those games for him today.
Yeah, let's see. But like what you said, still 1 quarter to go for Gaye to make an impression. Meanwhile, that was Earl Medina. Speaking of the rookie kanina, no, Earl Medina making his presence felt here. And now, nakapasok ng Adamson. They have the lead by 2. Let's see, Gulapa. Binigay kay Netura. Oh, takes a shot. Misses that one. Rebound by Erolon. 10 seconds. Probably the last play of this quarter. Erolon, he drives. There's a foul with 3.13 seconds remaining.
Wow.
48-46.
Wow.
Tingnan natin. Adamson is already in the penalty, so MAPUA can still give a foul. But let's see if they will use that one. And slowly but surely, fans are coming in, anticipating for the next 2 matches. And a miss by Cedric Manzano ends the quarter for this game, the 3rd quarter. And after 30 minutes of basketball action here in the Pinoyliga Collegiate Cup, it's Adamson who's in the driver's seat. They have a 2-point lead, 48-46. We'll be back.
No worries, dahil only ang saya will TNT Saya All. May only FB, only IG, only Messenger, only TikTok, only ML, Only chikahan, plus data for all apps and sites. Sulit talaga, kaya lipat at load na sa TNT.
Enjoy high-speed internet with one of Smart's best ever promos. Whether you need big data on a budget or worry-free Unli internet, get these smart Wi-Fi promos today.
Hindi aabot ang data. Nice!
Don't worry, be only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now!
My future.
Right? What's the plan?
I have a plan. The new Smart Junior Plan. Made for me. For only learning, only experiences, only connections at just $4.99. It's a plan as good as yours. New Smart Junior Plan.
Enjoy high-speed internet with one of Smart's best ever promos. Whether you need big data on a budget or worry-free Unli internet, get these smart Wi-Fi promos today.
Hindi aabot ang data. Nice!
Don't worry, be only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now!
My future.
Right? What's the plan?
I have a plan. The new Smart Junior Plan. Made for me. For only learning, only experiences, only connections at just $4.99. It's a plan as good as yours. New Smart Junior Plan.
No worries dahil only ang saya will TNT saya all. May only FB, only IG, only Messenger, only TikTok, only ML, only chikahan, plus data for all apps and sites. Sulit talaga, kaya lipat at load na sa TNT.
Enjoy high-speed internet with one of Smart's best ever promos. Whether you need big data on a budget or worry-free Unli internet, get these smart Wi-Fi promos today.
Hindi aabot ang data. Nice!
Don't worry, be only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now!
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here in the Pinoyliga Collegiate Cup. We are in the fourth and final quarter, and like what we have been saying, after 30 minutes of basketball action, the score is 48-46, a 2-point lead. And of course, we'd like to say thank you to our sponsors, Pinoyliga.com, and then of course, Buffalo Wings and Things, Smart Communications, Amely Hotel Manila, Serious Play Only, and of course, to our official outfitter LGR and official ticketing partner Ticket to Me. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, we can be seen live at www.pusopi.com, Smart Sports Facebook page, and then also in Pinoy Liga's Pinoy Liga Cups Facebook and YouTube channel. Kiko Malikdem along with Justin Alfonso and also Bianca Tagardas. We bring you this action live here in ENDERUN Gymnasium for a quadruple header of a game. Ladies and gentlemen, this is just the first game and it's 48-46. It's a close one. And we still have 3 more games, Justin.
Yes, 3 more exciting games. Ito pa lang, exciting na.
Oh.
2-point lead lang dito si ADAMSON after trailing the whole game. So, you know, what I like ADAMSON has done here, you know, to get this lead, their decision making was pretty much day and night from the first half to the second half. Tong third quarter, medyo mas composed sila. Yung mga pasa nila, more, they're more secure than it was, the first half. They're trying to make home run plays right away, which was not working. Pero to sa second half, medyo maayos na yung decision making nila.
So, tignan natin kung yung rim, no? Yun yung question ngayon.
Yeah.
Kung ito yung makaka-withstand ng mga slam at jama dahil sa maraming mga high flyers tayo. Hindi lamang sa first game, lalo na sa second, third, and fourth game. Ang daming mga mapapaslam at jama tayo dito.
Lalo na yung Francis Noruca mamaya. Alam natin yun.
Galit sa ring yun
May personal na problema yun sa mga rim dito sa ENDERUN. Lumilipad, volleyball lane. Lumilipad na
And right now, ladies and gentlemen, babalik kami ni Justin to discuss more of this game as the officials try to figure things out here in the Pinoyliga Collegiate Cup. We'll be back.
No worries, dahil only ang saya will TNT Saya All. May only FB, only IG, only Messenger, only TikTok, only ML, only Chikahan, plus data for all apps and sites. Sulit talaga, kaya lipat at load na sa TNT.
Enjoy high-speed internet with one of Smart's best ever promos. Whether you need big data on a budget or worry-free Unli internet, get these smart Wi-Fi promos today.
We started ang family business talaga namin. Talaga sari-sari store ang negosyo namin. So sa sari-sari store namin, same building, meron kaming on the side na dress shop. Yan ang sabi ni Mama. Dress shop, hindi pa to sports. I mean, nagagawa lang kami, nagre-repair lang kami ng mga damit. From there, may pumunta sa kanyang friend or client na nagpagawa ng parang how many pieces of t-shirts. So from there, yung makina niya, kaya naman gawin yung shirt, doon na nag-start yung paggawa niya ng uniforms. Kung paano yung sinimulan ni Mama, siguro yun pa rin naman yung nararamdaman namin. Pero in a different perspective na. Talagang pag nanood ngayon tayo ng TV, when we watch yung different sports, kunyari nanood tayo ng basketball, makikita natin yung PBA. Pag nanood tayo ng volleyball, makikita natin yung LGR. Iba na yung pakiramdam na yung brand is overall, nakikita na lahat.
No worries, dahil only ang saya will TNT Saya All. May only FB, only IG, only Messenger, only TikTok, only ML, only chikahan, plus data for all apps and sites. Sulit talaga, kaya lipat at load na sa TNT.
We started ang family business talaga namin. Talaga sari-sari store ang negosyo namin. So sa sari-sari store namin, same building, meron kaming on the side na dress shop. Yan ang sabi ni Mama. Dress shop, hindi pa to sports. I mean, nagagawa lang kami, nagre-repair lang kami ng mga damit. From there, may pumunta sa kanyang friend or client na nagpagawa ng parang how many pieces of t-shirts. So from there, yung makina niya, kaya naman gawin yung shirt, doon na nag-start yung paggawa niya ng uniforms. Kung paano yung sinimulan ni Mama, siguro yun pa rin naman yung nararamdaman namin. Pero in a different perspective na. Talagang pag nanood ngayon tayo ng TV, when we watch yung different sports, kunyari nanood tayo ng basketball, makikita natin yung PBA. Pag nanood tayo ng volleyball, makikita natin yung LGR. Iba na yung pakiramdam na yung brand is overall, nakikita na lahat.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 48-46. We are back as the ADAMSON Falcons holding on to a precarious 2-point lead after 3 quarters as we are about to start the final period. So let's see. What's your prediction here in the final quarter? Kasi kanina ADAMSON ka no? MAPUA. Kayong dalawa ni Bianca.
I think, man, it's hard because, si ADAMSON, minsan na-iffy ako sa decision making nila.
Oo.
So doon ako medyo kinakabahan. Pero ADAMSON pa rin ako. Kasi medyo na ayos na nila yun in the third quarter. So let's see. If ADAMSON can stick to their good decision making moving forward, I think they're gonna take this W.
And look at that. Si Gulapa nakakuha ng board but he was called for that foul. I think that for MAPUA, they have to have the good ball movement here.
Yes.
Yun yung nila. Kasi pag naging stagnant yung offense nila, madali ma-guess. So let's see. Offense is with ADAMSON. Gaye gets it to Cedric. Cedric naghanap ng papasahan. Oh! Too strong yung pasa kay Cañete. Turnover.
Those are the decision makings that, that I'm talking about. Moments like that. Si Cañete medyo wala pa dun sa position niya. Pero nandun na agad yung bola. So, and going to what you said about if MAPUA can move the ball and they can have players move at the same time, that's gonna be hard to guard them. Kasi ang dami nilang weapons na pwedeng puntahan.
Yes.
Pero kung si Clint lang yung maghahawak ng bola or si Siren Gonzalez ang mahawak ng bola the whole possession, it's easy to defend that.
Yes, as we take a look at Tiam Concepcion, forced shot. Oh! Nauna ang talo ni Gaye. Fortunately, nakuha ni Manzano. 8:50 remaining. So, tingnan natin. And right now, wala pa tayong nakikitang attempts sa ring.
Yes.
ADAMSON. So, with 1 minute and 15 seconds gone by. So, ang dyan, protect the ring.
Yeah, literal.
Maganda yung defense ng MAPUA on that one. But they are still down. Tingnan natin. Ito nga sinasabi, yung offense ang susi. Tingnan natin. But of course, good offense starts with a good defense. And look at that. Here comes, oh! Ayaw talaga pa-scoring.
I like that they're trying to push the ball. Pero yung mga pasa nila medyo alanganin eh.
Yun nga eh. They had those opportunities. They have those opportunities to score pero hindi. Ayan, pinasok na ni Coach Nash. Yun, the person who has the hot hand in this game, si Erolon.
And what I'd like to see more from ADAMSON here, they're up by 2 here. If they can just score and get a stop and put themselves in a position where they're up 4 and keep that same kind of pace where it's score, stop, score, stop, score. That's gonna be good for them. So let's see if they can execute on that. Kasi, you know, we see Manzano in the game, we see Erolon in the game. There are weapons that's been working here for them. Let's see if they can go to that and execute some touches for those players.
So tingnan natin, here's the offense. Possession for the ADAMSON Falcons. Their pass, a three-point shot. Mintes. Rebound ni Golapa. 48-46. Here comes the pass up. Sa pass up. Oh, that was an offensive foul.
Hawi, no? And sometimes, you know, I've talked about this with Coach na parang in the Philippines, it's a very physical basketball game. Talagang ibang-iba sa ibang mga bansa that plays basketball. Here in the Philippines, there's a lot of that's gonna happen. And so for our referees to see that right away, that's really good to see.
Yes, and right now, let's hear it from our courtside reporters, Bianca Tagarda, na may balita tayo, Bianca.
Kiko and Justin, I'll tell you what, there was one time when Clint Escamis was the player of the game and his initial and first reaction was, bakit ako? Dapat teammates ko yun. Sila talaga gumawa nito. Says Clint, which explains his selflessness on and off the court and also debunks the idea that the Cardinals are only a one-man team when in fact it's completely different as this is related to one of their motto of sharing the ball on and off the court. But let's see if sharing the ball can make a change this fourth quarter. Pero Kiko and Justin, what went wrong in the late third quarter for the Cardinals?
Well, actually, for the Cardinals, wala naman nagkamali sila sa latter part of the third quarter. I think it's more of ADAMSON finding a way to score sa defense ng MAPUA. Do you think?
Yes, I agree with that, Kiko. Kasi itong ADAMSON medyo, yun nga, kanina sinasabi ko, yung decision making nila medyo naging sharper. So, you know, once ADAMSON started to really just calm down, stay composed, dun sila nakakuha ng lamang. And especially si Erolon.
Yes.
Nung pumutok si Erolon, medyo dun na talaga nakakuha ng momentum itong ADAMSON. So like you said, si MAPUA naman, they were doing just fine. They were still scoring and everything. Pero itong si ADAMSON just found a way.
And look at that. Yan Concepcion scoring on that one. 51-50. Sila naman ang kumakatok sa ADAMSON. Will ADAMSON allow them to pass through their door? Pero let's see. De Messina gets it to Medina. Oh! And right now, kanina ang ADAMSON, they're taking it outside. Ngayon, parang mga basket nila puro sa loob. And just like an evidence is that last play, inside.
Yes, a great play there from ADAMSON. Anabo going up for a DHO from Demensana. Hindi nakuha. He continues the cut. Demensana gets it down to Ronzone, and as Ronzone gets it, he knew where Anabo was gonna be at, and that's great recognition from the point guard na alam niya yung play, alam niya yung nangyayari sa weak side. Kasi may mga point guard, ang alam lang nilang gawin, yung kailangan nilang gawin kung saan sila pupunta.
Yes,
Hindi nila alam yung nangyayari sa kabilang side. And the fact that he knows what's going on the other side, he knew he was gonna be there. Kasi trailer na yung defender ni Anabo eh. Na-recognize yun. Bam! Galing. Good recognition.
Na pasa. Yes, agree with that. 54-50, 6:38 remaining. Oh, pass there inside. A turnover, and MAPUA having a hard time executing plays. They are down by 4 points. So let's see if, and right now, nakikita natin ngayon mas active si Coach Nash.
Yes, he's standing up na.
Yes, kanina chill-chill lang siya eh.
Parang gusto niya maglaro bukas eh.
One more chance daw.
Bukas pa raw.
And Demisana goes back to the bench. And now here comes Anabo. Erolon has it. Wow. Competente. Boom!
Wow.
And it's now a 7-point lead.
Wow, great ball movement, great player movement itong ADAMSON. They make MAPUA commit to their drives. That opens up the outside shooters for ADAMSON. So they need to just keep that up and get stops on defense.
And there's a foul called on Competente. Medyo na-in-love si Competente kay Escamis there. At na-hug, na-push. Yan. 57-50. Tingnan natin. Pero kasi, I don't know if you heard that, depensa, asawa, depensang asawa daw. Yung parang aasawahin mo yung kalaban mo kasi talagang titikitan mo daw.
Bantay sarado.
Oo, bantay sarado. Parang gano'n na nangyayari.
Yeah. And you can see the difference between the offense of ADAMSON and MAPUA. Si MAPUA medyo stagnant, no? And then to si ADAMSON, ang bilis gumalaw ng bola sa kanila.
Yes, ang laki ng difference kanina, di ba? We're talking about ADAMSON not finding a way for their players to settle things down sa offense. Pero ngayon, ang ganda eh.
Ang ganda.
And now, ADAMSON would like to build on to their 7-point lead. They would like to add on to that. Erolon with a ball. Oh, look at that. Oh, what a pass inside. Cedric. Oh, what a great footwork from Cedric Manzano. Oh my
gosh. Wow, what a move.
Oh, grabe, Cedric. Sinasabi nga natin yung movement niya. Grabe, oh. Look at that, oh. Cedric. My goodness. Hinog na. Cedric Manzano will be the face of ADAMSON for this season of UAAP. We'll be back here in the Pinoyliga Collegiate Cup.
No worries dahil only ang saya will TNT Saya All. May only FB, only IG, only Messenger, only TikTok, only ML, only Chikahan, plus data for all apps and sites. Sulit talaga, kaya lipat at load na sa TNT.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. A 9-point lead for ADAMSON Falcons. Remember, MAPUA has a twice-to-beat advantage. But of course, just like what Coach Tony Boy said, ayaw na nilang magkaroon ng isa pang game tomorrow. They want to end it right now. But it seems that ADAMSON has the confidence. So let's see how will MAPUA respond to the uprising of the ADAMSON Falcons. Clint, 3. Bang!
Big time shot there from Clint. Yan ang ine-expect mo talaga sa MVP mo, your best player, your most experienced player to make big time shots like that when it's crucial.
So tingnan naman natin ADAMSON. Down to 6 ang kalamangan nila. Ball is with Erolon, the top scorer right now for them. Oh, Erolon! Jumper! Oh my goodness! Wow. Erolon is feeling it.
Kumpiyansa si Erolon, no?
Another double teaming on Escamis. Escamis has the leather. Floater. Short on that one. Nakuha ni Cyril. And Clint is ready to aim at the basket. Pero nasa kabilang court siya. Oh, a shot there. Air ball. But there is Drex Doles Reyes with the basket.
Great job there by Drex. Staying ready. Cleaning up the miss there for MAPUA. And let's see ADAMSON if they can score here and, you know, pamatay sunog ng konti dito kay MAPUA.
Tingnan natin, 3:57 remaining. Erolon, 10 seconds to shoot. What a great defense there by Nitura. 4 seconds. Erolon. Oh, a 3. Competente. No good. Rebound by Yam Concepcion. Tumatakbo na si Clint. Clint on a high speed move. Binigay kay Concepcion. Nitura. Oh! Miscommunication there. Cedric Manzano is now dispatched by Coach Nash Rosella.
Last 3 minutes here, yung mga ganun na decision, talagang medyo mahirap.
Yes. And si Coach Nash, talagang, alam mo, talagang nagko-coach siya, tumatayo na eh, no?
Oh, gusto manalo eh, no?
And he's giving some instructions to Erolon. 61-55, 3:32 remaining. Medina. Oh, pinasa kay Anabo. Competente has it. Oh, here comes Kenji. Back to Medina. 12 seconds to shoot. Medina. Cedric. Oh, a steal there by Yam. Here comes Cyril. Oh, yes, sir. For Cyril, down to 4. Ang kalamangan ng Adamson. 3-11. Anabo. May hawak ng bola. Binigay. And now Medina has it. The rookie with a leather. He gets it to Competente. Competente. He drives. Oh, the parking lot is open for Competente. And he went straight to the hole.
A great job there by Competente. That shows right there si Cedric Manzano. He's been really performing well. So nung nag-drive si Competente, dun sila nag-focus. Kaya nag-open yung lane there for Competente.
And look at Medina, the rookie. And there's a foul. Binigyan ng masahe ng veterano ang rookie.
And you know, Adamson, I love the way they're playing basketball right now, you know. They recognize what's happening as you see the pusop.com assist of the game. Pero itong si Adamson, alam nilang nagfo-focus na kay Manzano yung depensa. Si Gulapa, di ba, nandun, help side siya. Nag-drive si Competente. Sabi ni Gulapa, si Competente ba? Si Medina kukunin? Ay, si Manzano ba kukunin?
Dalawang isip eh.
Oo, dalawang isip na. Manzano na lang. Oh, na-open na tuloy si Competente.
Yes.
So, great job by Adamson, really challenging the defense of MAPUA and having MAPUA pick the poison na lang. Diba? Hindi na sila, wala na sila sa game plan. Parang okay, sino na? You know,
naiwanan na kasi yung bantay niya ni Competente. So that's the problem that they have. So let's see. And Medina missing on that one. Cyril calling a play. 64-57, 2:30 remaining. Escamis has it. 2:26. Escamis with the ball. Oh, block there! Public display of rejection from Cedric Manzano. And now here comes Kenji. Binigay kay Anabo. Medina with the ball. Anabo. And now, ball movement. Everyone has the ability to touch the ball as we take a look at the last 2 minutes brought to you by Smart 5G. Oh, Cedric Manzano with that basket. And right now, ladies and gentlemen, it's 66-57 and timeout is called. As we take a look at that, Medina missing the 3 pero nadoon walang nag-box out kay Cedric Manzano. 66-57, we'll be back.
Enjoy high-speed internet with one of Smart's best ever promos. Whether you need big data on a budget or worry-free Unli internet, get these Smart Wi-Fi promos today.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Kiko Malikdem along with Justin Alfonso and Bianca Tagarda. We bring you this action live here in ENDERUN Gymnasium in Taguig. So if you're near the area, we'd like to invite you to come and join us and watch. We still have 3 more games on tap for today as this is about to end yung first game natin, quadruple header. Everything is a do or die for the lower seeds here in the quarterfinals of the Pinoyliga Collegiate Cup Season 4. And 66-57 if you're MAPUA, anong kailangan gawin?
I think MAPUA needs to stay composed, but they need to go fast. The time is not their friend, and they need to make good decisions and get stops on defense.
And Escamis missing on that one. Right now, parang alam ng Adamson na the ball will go to the hands of Escamis.
Yes, they're making really good decisions, the defensive plays dito against Escamis.
And right now, oh, a steal by Clint. And there's a foul called on Competente.
And you can see the frustration of Coach Resela with his players na parang hawakan niyo yung bola, itawid niyo yung bola, move the basketball, play to win, don't play to lose. Kasi yung hahawakan mo na lang yung bola, parang playing to not to lose na lang yan eh. But if you move the ball, you tack still, that's playing to win.
And there's a big chance that you will turn it over pag hawak mo lang yung bola eh.
Tama.
And now Clint has it. He drives past Barcelona. There's a foul called. Now it's obvious that the ball will go to Clint talaga. So now it's a matter of how will Clint use this to his advantage.
Yes.
I think if he has an open space, take it. Pero kung parang alam mo kalaban mo si Manzano, parang feel ko kailangan mo ipasa eh.
Yes. But you know, if I was MAPUA, you know, I would try to get the ball to Cyril Gonzalez first and then go to Clint Escamis. Alam mo yun na parang, kasi alam naman na Adamson, okay, si Clint Escamis siguro itong last 2 minutes, they're gonna try to do everything.
Yes.
But if you get it to Cyril Gonzalez and have Cyril Gonzalez create for Clint and put Clint in a better position to attack and score, that might be more doable here for MAPUA.
Just like yung nakatira ng 3-point si Clint, because yung offense hindi niya hawak yung bola.
Yes.
Di ba nabigay sa kanya and he was free for the 3.
Yes.
So tingnan natin, 66-59, 1:18 remaining. Look at that, Anabo. Binigay kay Competente, 1:14 remaining. Competente. This is a dangerous spot for a player. Nasa gilid. Binigay kay Rolon. More breathing room for them. Let's see, 1:02 remaining. 6 seconds in the shot clock. Manzano. Oh, a drive there. Floater. Oh, what a shot there. What a shot by Anabo.
Great look there by Anabo. Not settling for the jump shot. He goes in, gets the teardrop. Great decision.
And right now, it appears that the defense have tightened para sa Adamson. Parang ang hirap makascore or makatira man ang MAPUA.
What I like Adamson is doing, they're forcing the drive for MAPUA. And then once the drive happens, they collapse on that drive. You know, and I think that's a good way to have MAPUA play because you can see MAPUA medyo gigil ngayon eh. Hindi na gumagalaw yung bola sa kanila. Kung sino yung nakakuha ng bola, sila na.
Yes.
And if that's what's happening, it's better to just force the drive, have them make those tough shots. If they're going to make it, they're going to make it. But if you contest it, that's all you can wish for. So
68-58. I mean, we have seen a lot of stranger things in basketball. Kaya pa to if they will play right.
Yes.
As Cyril Gonzalez makes that free throw, it's now an 8-point lead for Adamson. For Adamson, they have to protect the ball, while for MAPUA, they have to play clean defense, good clean defense for them to have an opportunity for another possession. Ito, Medina, naharas. Oh, just in the nick of time.
Oh my.
Pero just in the nick of time, ang galing nung pasa, kundi 8 seconds na sila.
Natakot ako dun sa top pass na ng Adamson. Akala ko makukuha pa ng MAPUA yan.
Yes. Yun yung gusto ng mga defense di ba? Yung parang you will throw it from the one side to another.
Yes. Yung mga kayang makuha to the lane, passing lane.
Yes, and right now, hawak ni Cañete ang bola. Oh! Ayan sinasabi natin. And now Clint has it. Clint, stop, pops, 3. No good. Medina saves it to the correct person, to the right person. 20 seconds remaining. Tingnan natin as Adamson will force another game. Hindi pa tapos ang kanilang storya. The story has not yet ended for Adamson in this season 4 of the Pinoyliga Collegiate Cup because there will be a do or die game tomorrow after the Falcons defeated MAPUA Cardinals 68-60 today. They will meet tomorrow for a slot in the semi-finals. So right now, we will hear or listen to the school hymn of the winning Adamson Falcons.
best player of the game with 20 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, and 1 block for number 18, Matt Erolon.
And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. After 40 minutes of basketball action, Adamson forces a do-or-die game against MAPUA Cardinals tomorrow after winning this game 68-60. And right now, mga kasama po natin ngayon, si Coach Manu Hawk of ADAMSON Falcons. Coach Manu, congratulations.
Thank you very much. Medyo hard-fought game today, but yeah, we were just making sure that we were ready to come out and play.
You coming from this game, parang you know that you have a twice to beat disadvantage. Paano niyo prepare yung mindset ng mga players?
I think we just took this as a normal game to relieve a bit of pressure from the players. We just wanted to make sure that we stuck with the game plan and made sure that we would get over the line to play and win. And then once we've sorted that out, we should be able to get over the hump and then get that win and then make sure that we're back tomorrow.
Justin?
Coach, congrats,
Thank
first
you.
of all. But in the first half, you know, your players, I don't want to say they were making sloppy decisions, but they weren't making the best decisions.
Yes.
But in the second half, they adjusted and they made better decisions on the floor. Can you walk us through how they made that how they made that adjustment, and what did you tell them during that halftime break?
I think, of course, going to this game though, there's a twice to beat advantage against your opponent. That puts a bit of pressure on the players. And so, obviously, they needed to calm the nerves down. We made sure that wala naman kami ibang ginagawa throughout. So we just had to go back to our schemes, go back to how we played, and made sure that we stuck with what we planned for as a practice going to this game. So, yun naman, nag-work naman today. So, yeah.
Coach, si Coach Nash, during the game, meron siyang hawak na mug. Ano ba yung kape? Pampakababa or parang ano lang?
Ano yun si Coach Nash kasi coffee is life eh. So, so anywhere yan, basta may coffee, game tayo.
Yeah, so papagising. Kasi parang napapansin namin, kalmadong lang si Coach, pero pagdating ng fourth quarter, nakatayo na.
So, pinapacing din niya yung coffee, like yung sa game.
Yes. And of course, Coach, baka meron kayong gustong batiin. The floor is yours.
Yeah. First of all, we want to thank all the ADAMSON supporters here today that came out. And we ask for more support tomorrow as we play MAPUA again in that do-or-die game. And thank you to all our sponsors, Father Aldrin, ADAMSON, and the ADAMSON community, and all our families here and abroad. Thank you very much. And we just ask for your prayers and continuing support for the next few months as we go through this journey and kahit yung game bukas. So,
Thank you so much, Coach Manu. And right now, punta naman natin si Bianca Tagarda with the best player of the game. Bianca?
Kiko and Justin, in a while, we will be able to see our best player of the game na si Matt Erolon from the ADAMSON Soaring Falcons.
Right now, sabi nga natin makakausap mamaya ni Bianca ang best player of the game na si Erolon. And Justin, makikita natin na si Erolon had a great start yung first half, and then sa second half, napatuloy niya yung kanyang gandang performance.
You know, you could say na when Erolon came in the game, parang siyang energizer bunny. Doon medyo nakakuha ng momentum itong ADAMSON on the offensive end. He started to really push the ball. He started to make some shots. And he made really tough shots then that really gained ADAMSON some momentum on the offensive end.
And of course, marami ding mga bida aside from Erolon na dyan din si Cedric Manzano. We could not forget yung ganda ng footwork niya, no? Kahit tayo, napatayo tayo, eh, no?
Yeah, against Drex de los Reyes yun, where he could have had an easy layup, but he went outside to fake Drex. The footwork was beautiful. Parang Zach Randolph talaga yung datingan ng move na yun from Cedric Manzano.
And then, ang daming unsung heroes also for ADAMSON. So, totally, it's a team effort for this victory ng ADAMSON and against MAPUA. At at the start si Mapua magandang ang simula, but then Adamson got his groove. Katulad ng sinasabi mo nga, no? Parang kay si Coach Nash na parang pakalma muna, then afterwards, fourth quarter, tatayo na. Parang tinitimpla din yung sa kape right now. And ladies and gentlemen, na kasama na ngayon ni Bianca, ang ating best player of the game. Bianca, good afternoon.
Good afternoon ulit, Kiko and Justin. Take 2 lang dahil nandito na ang ating best player of the game na si Matt Erolon from the ADAMSON Soaring Falcons. Now, first of all, congratulations for this win, Matt, and also for being the player of the game. At pansin ko nga, noong for most of the quarters, you were down by as much as 10 points. Pero paano ba kayo nakabangon or what difference did you make in the second half?
Unang-una po sa lahat, gusto ko magpasalamat kay Lord God sa panalo. Nung first half po, siguro yung adjustments namin is yung turnovers namin. Marami kaming turnovers nung first half. Individual defense din po. And sa execution din namin, parang kanya-kanya lang po kami. So yung second half, nag-adjust po kami dun sa mga aspects po.
And a lot are at stake and napaka-high ng pressure dito dahil nga may twice to beat disadvantage kayo. Pero what was on your mind before you came into today's game ball game?
We just bigay lang namin yung best namin, maglaro lang kami, wag lang namin isipin yung twice to beat, bigay lang namin yung best namin.
Thank you so much, Matt. And lastly, may gusto ka bang batiin or i-shoutout?
Shoutout po pala sa family ko sa Dumaguete, sila Kuya Popo, Kuya Ninoy, at Ikory at Meme, si Papa, Lola, and sa mga relatives ko doon. And shoutout po sa coaches ko sa Dumaguete, sila Coach Kirk, Coach Dibdib, Coach Michael Veremosa, si Coach Butch, at sa ADAMSON community.
Thank you so much.
Sa girlfriend ko po.
Thank you so much, Matt. Now, that is all for Best Player of the Game interview. Now, balik na ulit tayo kay Kiko and Justin.
Alright, maraming salamat, Bianca, and congratulations, Matt. Ako, yun yung huling hindi dapat makalimutan eh. Yung love of his life.
Oo, tama. Dapat hindi nakakalimutan mga jowa.
Yun nga, delikado.
One jowa.
One jowa.
Sorry, mga jowa. Nasabi ko, one jowa.
And of course, that wraps up the first game. Meron pa tayong 3 game, and up next, napakagandang laban. It's the UP Team 1 going against Benilde Blazers. Something to watch out for. So, on behalf of Bianca, Dacarla, and the rest of the team, this is Kiko Malikdem and of course Justin Alfonso, and we'll be back for the second game. Benilde Blazers going up against UP Fighting Maroons Team 1.